Hi, Josh. Obviously, we saw the team together before the scrimmage in prayer for, I assume, Ryan Fitzpatrick. How difficult was that? I know you and Ryan have shared a lot of moments together. How difficult was it to see Ryan going through what he's going through right now?
It's a brutal situation, and I just tried to support him like any way I could these last couple days, weeks, and months. But I mean, Ryan's mom raised a hell of a kid, really strong, awesome, independent, kind dude, and I've been fortunate enough to sort of be around him these last couple months, almost a year now, probably. And yeah, it's a tough situation, but kind of puts everything into perspective and reminds you that like we all are still human, and human things happen.
Travis?
Hey, Josh, I wanted to ask you about that touchdown pass you had to Ricardo Lewis and just kind of have you walk us through that. It looked from our vantage point like you had some tight coverage there, were able to find that tight window. Can you tell us what you saw on that play?
It wasn't wide open. It was more of kind of an opportunity ball. He was running a corner route, and corner kind of fell off into it, a little bit underthrown, and Ricardo made a hell of a play. So they were a little bit scrambling there, so I just kind of snapped it quick. I didn't get like a crystal clear view of the coverage, but I knew where I wanted to throw it and who I wanted to go to, and Ricardo made a hell of a play.
Cam Wolf?
Hey, Josh, you had what I guess in my view looked like the throw of the day to Malcolm Perry down that right sideline, what looked like a go route. Can you kind of tell me on what you saw and trying to get it to him right on the money, with tight coverage?
So that's not really a part of our read, but the first two guys I was going to kind of got trapped inside on some out-breaking routes. Like in my vision through them, I kind of see the go behind it and kind of just noticed that Malcolm might have stepped on it and just thought I'd chuck it. There's only one safety in the field, so I didn't think he was going to track it down. But yeah, it really wasn't kind of a plan. It was more of a reaction because my first couple guys got stuck inside. Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
Josh Tolentino?
Hey, Josh, at the same time, the only really red zone attack of the day, the score of the day was you and Ricardo. Could you break down what happened on that play? Was that your first read? It looked like you had looked a couple times around.
No, I mean, I knew I wanted to go there. The defense was kind of, I said earlier, the defense was kind of scrambling a little bit. They weren't really necessarily lined up, and we had a lot of guys. We had a motion and a lot of guys that were crossing. So we knew there was going to be some communication issues. And so the deepest developing route was the one I was planning on throwing to. So I just kind of slid over to it, tried to let everyone get confused, and then put it up in the back pylon for Ricardo to make a play.
We got time for a couple more. We'll go to Safid.
Josh, at the end of the day, the scoreboard read Rosen 10 and 2 of 6. What does that mean to you, if anything? And what was your reaction when Coach asked you to get back on the field with about 3 minutes left, pulling to a?
I don't really think it means anything. I don't really think there's much to look into. I mean, we manufactured some situations throughout the game for the sake of practice. So like we had some 2-minute drills that weren't necessarily 2-minute. We had a fumble on my drive that we didn't rule a fumble just for the sake of we wanted to keep it going. There were a couple first downs. We just moved it along. So I wouldn't really look anything into that. But it was definitely a sloppy day, I would say, on offense overall. I mean, I carried a good amount of the burden with that. I was a little slow calling plays. And I think I was just a little bit sort of slow overall. And I think tried to get everyone on the same page, moving a little quicker in the second half, and near the end of it, I think we put a really good drive together. But I think it's we have a lot of things to learn, and or a lot to learn from now, and I think there's some good film to watch and get better.
Last one, we'll go to Cam.
Hey, Josh, I know last time we talked to you, you mentioned that you weren't really worried about the quarterback job. Obviously, things become a little bit more complicated with Fitz's absence. What do you think it would mean if, for whatever reason, you were the guy that got the point, if Fitz has to be gone for a bit?
That'd be awesome. I'd be ecstatic. I mean, it's 2020. Anything can happen. I mean, quarterbacks can get sick. You can, like, I don't know, coaches, coordinators go down. You have who knows? So I'm gonna stay ready. I hope I can one day play here, and I'm ready to seize my opportunity. But I'm not really focusing on all that much right now. I'm just trying to not throw picks in a scrimmage.